Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another FGO video. So again we're farming on 90++, and each time we're making this more and more F2P friendly. So over here we have a bunch of units that are F2P. Waiver is F2P because everyone can get a waiver with their 5-star ticket at the beginning of the game. We also have a Rash here, and we have Caster Martha, Santa Marta. The only premium unit is going to be Oberon. Oberon, you might replace Oberon, but honestly, the double NP buff is kind of important. So we're gonna let ourselves be carried with Arcueid. This Arcueid, as you can see, is MP4, 10, 10, 10, mana loading 10, level 100, so it is going to be strong. And while this seems a little bit over the top perhaps, it is not that difficult to get a supporter, a friend who has one of these, because it is one of the most popular characters and it is a pretty good format. That's why people got many copies of these and decided to invest on them. So don't worry, you'll find a couple of these. So again, we're using over here on this strategy, I'm using 3 max limit break copies of the CE, and that's kind of important. I mean, you might omit this one, the waivers one, but preferably you use the MLB version so that you have the extra charge. Again, we're using Caldea's Uniform Decisive Battle, and now it's time to see what we can do with this team. It is actually pretty simple. We take advantage of Martha's damage increase against Divinity because we have 2 divine enemies over here. So that's going to allow Arcueid to just demolish the stage. And we need to start with Waver's charge and then Arash charge. That in case your Arash is just normally maxed out, you know? Level 60, silver foes. If you have something else like a grail, a couple of golden foes, maybe you don't need the attack buff, but in my case I do need it. So I just Arash this, and I'm gonna show you that I don't need any face cards by using Arash's face cards, and we deal enough damage to beat the wave. Then, on the next turn, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use a ton of skills. We start with the attack up of Martha for Arcueid so that we charge her. Then we use the Star Gather for Arcueid again, but this is going to charge Martha. Then we use the defense reduction, and then we use the critical buff on Waver. If you can, this would be pretty useful. So with this, I'm going to use the 3 MPs and I'm going to be able to clear the wave. You're gonna see that. First, we reduce the defense of the enemy with Waver. Then we increase our own damage against Divine with Martha. And lastly, we're gonna deal damage with Arcueid. I mean, Arc is pretty good, so obviously it's going to be easy. Not to mention that she's a Moon Cancer, so that means that it's going to have class advantage against Nitocris. So yep, Avenger Nitocris gone. Now, for the last part, we're gonna start by I don't know if I need to use this skill, but I'll just use it. I'll see about that in a minute. So we're gonna put Oberon over here. We use Oberon's charge because we want the damage increase, not that we need the charge for Arcueid. We use all of Arcueid's skills, and the invincibility is going to allow you to charge Martha. So yeah, we didn't need Waver's defense up, because with Arcueid's skill we already have enough charge to use the second skill of Oberon on Martha, and that way we can increase even further our damage. Not to mention that we have this, the attack up and NP damage up from the outfit, then Oberon's skill, and we just finish by doing 2 MPs and a face card. Yeah, I don't think you need the Martha's MPs on this last wave, but you can do it just cause. If you want to farm faster, just omit it and let me know if you have enough damage with that. So yeah, I mean, Arcueid. You can get carried by Arcueid pretty easily. She's going to carry you on most 90++ stages. Pretty F2P friendly for the most part. Just you need the Oberon. The waiver is F2P because you can get it anytime at the start of the game. You can get your Arash on the frame points, and Martha wants to give it to us on an event, and she will eventually come back on the it's not evocation, but you know what I mean, on the store. She will be on the store for leaves. In any case, that's about it for today. I hope you find this useful, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.